Hello, beautiful friends. It's Leah Marie here with a pick a card reading from your Ascended Masters, from the Ascended Masters Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. I will have the deck listed in the description box below, along with all of my contact information for personal readings, for online classes, for our online shop, and any other goodies that you might need. You'll find all that information in the box below. So I am just going to get a few shuffles here. I was just feeling this energy of the Ascended Masters just kind of wanting to come through now that we are shifted into a new season. They just want to bring forward some messages for you in terms of how they want to work with you, who specifically would like to work with you at this time, and if there is a particular topic or subject or area of your life that needs a little bit more support, guidance, help, they will come through with that as well. So as you are connecting with your own intuition and your heart before deciding upon 1, 2, 3 or more today, I just invite you to really become aware of your breath, become aware of the energy that you're feeling. You can bring forth any intentions that you have in terms of any support that you do know you want, or any particular guidance or area of your life that you're feeling you could use an Ascended Master to give you a little bit of their wisdom for. They've been coming through so strongly for at least a year. If you've been seeing, they're just telling me as this kind of collective energy for you guys. If you're seeing double numbers, any of the double numbers, 55, 22, 77, 66, those are all ways that they are showing you that they're with you. And so the doubles are really aligned with the energy of the Ascended Masters. Just as a side note, they wanted you to know, like, hey, if you didn't catch the message already, we've been letting you know that we're supporting you and we're doing it through these doubles. Now, it could also be, I'm hearing twins for some of you as well. So maybe you've seen individual twins, or you've seen things that are like twin in nature. So there's some energy related to twins for some of you possibly too. So that is just a collective side note. So I'll let you go ahead and choose 1, 2, 3 or more, timestamps below, and I will start over here with 1. So we have Hilarion coming through with the energy of health and healing for you. So I don't know if you have been going through some kind of healing or a health crisis of some sort, or dealing with different aspects of perhaps not, if it wasn't a health crisis, it might simply be that you're making healthier choices, or that you're feeling called to make healthier choices. So one of the big energies is, like, if you can see, his third eye is actually really golden in color, connecting with, I'm feeling the golden rays of light, which are really healing in energy. So for those of you, the business here that you're tapping into is Golden Phoenix Healing. And when I was given that name from Spirit, golden was the color I was given because it's one of the strongest ones associated with healing. And that is part of what these readings and everything that I do here is all about, helping you on your journey of healing and transformation. And so he is coming through today to help you come into healing, whether that's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual healing. Any of those could apply to you right now. And he wants to support that journey for you and help guide you as a very innate healer. So also being called to the green energy of his shirt. So there could be some heart healing, and I have a green shirt on, which I don't know ahead of time what cards are coming out. So it's always beautiful to see these interesting alignments. I felt like I needed to go with the green palette for this reading today. And it's really feeling like a strong message for some of you that it could be healing around your heart, or heart health if we're talking physical, like eating, changing dietary stuff to support really strong heart function and heart health. And it could otherwise be in a more spiritual respect, that perhaps you've dealt with some heartbreak or some loss. And so he's wanting to come in to help heal your heart, bring you into a space where you can start to feel whole again. So whatever aspect of your life that this applies to, he's really here to support your journey. Now, with each of the Ascended Masters, one of the things that I like to encourage people to do is, if you're not familiar with this particular individual, and you spell it Hilarion, and he is going to be able to help you in many dynamic ways. So depending on how you're structured, if you're intuitive and you connect and you're great with meditating and you're great with receiving guidance through you directly, I would simply call out to him to help you, to give you the downloads that you need for your healing and your health journey, and he will do that directly. Now, for others, you might want to do some research on him, and then while you're researching, see what of the energy is it that stands out the most about what he did when he was in a physical body, and what it was specifically about him that really is calling to you and where you're at on your journey. So because these are general readings, I just encourage you guys to go deeper with them personally. And you can do that through research, you can do that through meditation, you can, before you go to bed, ask him to come to you through dreams, to give you dreams, visions, insights, signs that will help you on your healing journey. So that could be lining you up with the right practitioners or healers or other services that might help you. It might be directing you towards classes that you could take to help you educate yourself more on a particular area of your health and well-being that could be enhanced through education as well. So it's really going to just be about stepping into and making your healing and your health a very big priority. So that is something that he wants to really help you with at this time. So those of you that picked card 1, it feels like whether you're consciously aware of your health or the healing journey being what is most important right now, I would encourage you to check in, because this is the energy he's bringing forth. That's really where your time is going to be best served right now. So making changes in your life, or if you've already made changes, this is a sign that he's confirming those changes are awesome. They're helping you come into a more whole state, healed state. And he wants to continue to work deeper with you, because the journey of life is layers. So we're always going to be growing, expanding, and healing different layers within ourselves. So there is, essentially no end to the journey. Life itself is a journey. So he also wants you to be aware that it's like focusing on it lets you be more with your journey and making the changes on a day-to-day basis that are going to support the healthiest life and total being that you can possibly have in any situation. So no matter what you're dealing with, whether you've been super healthy or whether you've been unhealthy and you're trying to get healthy, wherever you are on that spectrum of health and well-being, he's going to help you get even better, because there's always a certain amount of refinement that we can do, new things we can learn about, changes that we can make to do more and to be healthier and to heal to deeper and deeper degrees. So it could be physically just for you, and it could also be you setting that precedent for your family, your friends, you being a front runner in showing others that this is possible, and to kind of learn how to do it in a way that maybe you'll end up teaching that. So for some of you, I'm hearing this could also be that you are in the health and healing industries, and he can help you be an even better practitioner within that as well. So that is going to be a message for some of you. So really beautiful energy coming through. Definitely encourage you to communicate with him more, tap into that energy, and to really embrace your healing journey. And if there's anything that I can do here for you to help that, please feel free to comment or message me directly, and I'm happy to help support your healing journey in any way that I can. So take care and have a wonderful week. So we're going to shift over to card 2 here, and we have Apollo and focus upon your strengths. And it's interesting because Apollo was just coming up for me recently for something completely unrelated I was researching, so I'm going to see how that comes through today. So I'm very curious. So Apollo was really a god, like a Greek god of very many different attributes, and that was sort of part of what I was learning, that he oversaw and was really very, very powerful energetically. And we can see right away this full golden energy, very aligned, I'm hearing, with the solar plexus chakra, so your personal power. And so it doesn't surprise me that the card itself is saying focus upon your strengths. So yes, we all have areas where we can improve and we can get better. However, the more that we do step into our strength, the more we embody that, the easier it is for us to improve in those other areas. The easier it is for us to see the true power that's available to us. So I'm being drawn to this ram head that's on his breastplate here. So whether you can or can't see that, it's right in the middle there. So the energy of the ram is really about strength and endurance and sure-footedness. And so this is really Apollo's wanting to come through to help you tap into your strength, like your true strength. And a lot of times, you know, depending on what life throws at us, we can feel weaker or stronger within that. Because if it's something that we're not really versed in, we might not feel as strong. The reality is, though, is he's saying you can bring strength into any situation, into any dynamic, and then change the entirety of the situation. So perhaps you've been dealing with something that's been more challenging and it's maybe been outside your wheelhouse. He's saying that you do actually have the strength within you to succeed, even if it's something that's outside of your normal comfort zone. And he really wants to show you this ability within you to endure, to be very sure of yourself, to be very connected with higher consciousness. And I'm being drawn to his hand here that's glowing with light. So it's almost as though it's like the power is within your hands. It's within your grasp. You have it in you already. It's just like needing to be woken up. And so he is coming in to help wake up your personal power, to help wake up your true ability to embody the energy of strength, to lead with your strength, to lead through example, to face whatever it is that you need to face in your life, and to do so like just completely owning the strength within you. Even if you don't totally know how you're going to make it through, there's something to be said about embodying strength and just knowing that you have the ability, and that when you align yourself with individuals like Ascended Masters, you can tap into their strength and their ability to help you. So if you don't know much about Apollo, what I would encourage you to do is, and I make this recommendation for all the Ascended Masters, is you can do your own meditation and communication to receive direct intuitive guidance, if that's how you prefer to do things. You can also go ahead and research Apollo, do some Google searches or check out some books and just read a bit of the information, like just read a little bit of stuff and start seeing what pings you, what gives you tinglies, what gives you like your yes sensations to your intuition, or what calls you to wanting to dive deeper into a certain subject or a certain arena. So there could be other things aside from the strength that he's wanting to articulate for you at this time. So you go ahead and choose what method's going to be best for you to personally connect more with him. My goal with these is just giving you this space of strength is the key aspect, and Apollo is the Ascended Master who can help you with this. And I like to leave it more open and also encourage you to use your own intuition. So I want you to explore your relationship with Apollo. Maybe you've already got one and this is confirmation, or maybe you've had an inkling, for some of you, like this resonance of Greek mythology and the Greek gods and goddesses. And so this could be a sign to go and do more research in that arena itself, because it could be more than just about this particular Ascended Master. Either way, it's really about coming into the space of harnessing your own strength, and even to be strong enough to explore things that might be outside your realm of normal. Like maybe you've never explored the Greek gods and goddesses before, and so that in of itself requires a certain amount of effort on your part to invest the time to learn more, to discover or uncover how this energy is trying to work through your life as well. So I do feel this past life connection coming up for some of you that picked this card. You might have had an incarnation during like the, peak of the Greek, energies and the gods and goddesses and all that sort of stuff. So I'm feeling that sense for some of you. So really just feel into what of that resonates the most for you, and how you want to really step into amping up your strength. Like, what are some things that you could do in order to come more into your own personal strength and your ability to hold that strength in any circumstances. And if you're not sure how to do that, I would pose that question to Apollo to show you how can you come more into your power and be able to fully embody that energy of strength. And I'm also feeling that lion energy along with that ram energy. So that like really strong, protective, but then also that strong, like sure-footed. So being able to be strong is going to help you be very sure within yourself, within what you're doing, being what's best for you. So thank you so much for picking card 2. Have a wonderful week. So moving on to card 3, we have Angus, I believe is how you pronounce it. And if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. And it is the twin flame energy. So with this, we're getting a lot of bird energy, and then we're also getting the swan energy coming in. And so this particular Ascended Master is bringing forth the energy of divine partnerships or soulmate energy. So twin flames, some people subscribe to the twin flame name, some people like divine counterparts, soulmates, any of those energies. I'm open to all of those, so you just choose whichever works best for you. But really it's related to the more specific twin flame, as in the energies of partnerships that feel very aligned with your soul and your life purpose. And so this is this energy of coming into harmony or unity with another being, and it can be in a romantic sense, but it doesn't always have to be either. So there are people that can consider themselves twin flames that might be in a romantic situation, and others could be family members, could be like the closest friend you've ever had, and you guys just get each other. It's like this energy of knowing and understanding each other at a soul level. So they're having me break it down in a couple different ways. So it's like there's some of you, this is going to be related to love and divine counterparts and partnerships, because I am having the swan highlighted in here. And so it's this energy of perhaps you have been calling out for a partner or for a partnership with someone that really gets you on a soul level, so that there's this relatability, there's this unconscious understanding, there's often a lot of telepathy that comes with the twin flame energy or journey or divine counterparts. So it's like understanding at this very deep level. Now I do also know in the messages I've been getting in one-on-one readings and my own meditations is that there are a lot of twin flame soul energies, soulmate energies that are being called to each other now, because it is through the love of the union between them that massive changes are able to happen in the collective. And so there are many people who are like getting out of relationships at weird times in their life, or just like later into life, and getting into these spaces where they're having opportunity to meet new people, because it's like, okay, cool, you've learned all these karmic lessons, you've gone through these processes, you've gotten your skill set, and now it's about coming into a partnership with an individual that's going to help you both be able to fulfill your purpose together, but in this like massively upgraded way, an amplified way. And so I often also see this, so if you subscribe to being like a star seed or a light worker, I feel there's a lot of individuals under those categories that are incarnating with their twin flames at the same time right now, or their divine counterparts, however you want to label it, that are coming into union and coming into, at the very least, the physical plane right now, because there's a lot of healing that the collective society is going through, and the love and the union between these souls that are so synced. When they do come into union, it's creating essentially, like what I see is it's like an anchor of unconditional love and light from the earth plane to the higher consciousness realms. And so it's basically anchoring more light on this plane through two beings coming together in some form of partnership. And again, like I said, it could be a romantic partnership, a love-related thing, but I also feel this could be business partnerships for some of you. Like you're coming into a business partnership with someone who is really aligned with you. You guys are like, yes, we have this same soul mission, and we want to do this together, because it's like pooling your resources amplifies your reach. And so this particular guide, and I am going to actually check the book quickly on the pronunciation, because I do really, like, I do my best to know all the pronunciations. Angus is the pronunciation phonetically. So thank you for bearing with me. It's like, it felt important, Angus, to get you that pronunciation. So really looking into like your partnership. So if you've been wanting to call in a new love relationship, or if you've been wanting to call in a new business partner, or perhaps like just somebody that is like your ideal best friend that you could do anything with. So wherever you are on that spectrum, it can be any of those, but Angus can help you call that relationship in to clear any obstacles in the way of coming into that alignment, and to really be able to help you understand that it is possible for you. So if you've also been feeling on a soul level like you're meant to do things here, but you're meant to do that with another person, this is like another clear indicator. Call upon Angus to really help you to call that partnership into union, whether you've met that person or not yet. So if you've met that person, this could be an indicator. Yes, we're cool. We recognize, there's soul recognition. We're good. It could also be you haven't met this person. So having Angus help you with putting into place what you need to do, or what you need to do to call that person in. And it can also be if you've met this person, but there's still a healing journey going on here, which often happens with twin flames, divine counterparts. There's very often a coming together and then a period of separation, where people get to learn a lot of the life lessons, the value, and actually what they mean and what they can do with one another, and then they can come back together. And so if that applies to any of you as well, that can happen. And so there, I'm just getting that energy from Angus, that you're aware of those different dynamics. And there could be others that I'm not, thinking of or considering right now. So please put them in place if it applies to you. If you have been resonating or calling out to a soulmate, twin flame, or divine counterpart on any level, this is the space to help you with that. And so this particular guide, I encourage you to meditate with, invite to communicate through your dreams, when you're out in nature, and you can also do some research on Angus. It's AENGUS, to peek into what other things might resonate about this individual that will help you on your journey, because maybe there's a key component you're missing that they can give you that will help you move forward on that journey of partnership. And it's really divine partnership is the energy that I'm hearing most strongly with this. So thank you so much for picking card 3, and have a wonderful rest.